This wedding was an assignment for my Religion 2 class in Catholic school.
This one's wife, the chicken botherer. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. This one's wife is getting a pummeling, particularly in the British press, with regard to her behaviour surrounding the acquisition of the Queen's nickname, Lilibet. There are a few voices that are supporting her, suggesting that nobody owns a name and all of this is something of an overreaction. But the fact is, not only with the headlines, but the below-the-line comments, many people find this just another example of her unpleasant, nasty, vindictive behaviour that resulted in the Queen describing her as evil. The fact that she cynically appropriated a nickname that she knew was only utilised by a small circle of people, and that she then ensured that that name was registered as a domain name. What a tribute that is to your kid. Were you excited about my arrival, Mummy? Yes, I was so excited I decided to register your name as a domain name so I could make money out of you. Thanks, Mum. And thus, this one's wife is once again getting a merited kicking, metaphorically at least, in the press and across social media for her behaviour. The explanations that have been proffered as to seeking the approval of the Queen do not stack up with what actually happened. Not for the first time has this one's wife been caught out revising history, which, as you know, is a standard narcissistic manipulation which is utilised by the narcissism to convince the narcissist that their reality is the only reality and conflicts with the reality that everybody else understands. This revision of history provides the narcissist with, in their mind, a solid moral ground on which to found their arguments. This revision of history is why so often when you're involved with a narcissist, you find yourself arguing, going round in circles, banging your head against a proverbial brick wall, as you fail to understand why does this person simply not accept the truth. The fact is, their truth differs from your truth because of the distortion field of the narcissism. Thus, in the world of this one's wife, the Queen was completely content to go along with this, that it was something with her blessing. This is the revision of history that this one's wife narcissism rolls out. Nevertheless, her activities and behaviour have resulted in yet more criticism. And all of that, as you know, amounts to repeated threats to control. And it's necessary for this one's wife's narcissism to do something about it, to nullify those threats. So, what does she come up with? What's her response as she faces a deluge of criticism once again with regard to her behaviour? Not her skin colour, not her origins, but her behaviour. Well, unsurprisingly, the response comes via one of the supine publications that provides a PR puff piece. Phoebe Tatum is the poor sap that is tasked with attempting to nullify the threat to control on behalf of the Duchess of Industrial Beige through the digital outpourings of beigeness at hello. Yes, the response to the storm of criticism surrounding the use of Lilibet is for an article to appear. This one's wife shares new video from inside her Monty Shit Show home, and it's adorable. What might this be then? A new video. Is it the case that this one's wife is sat at the desk of 1 hour per week, where she's going to issue a video missive to the nation explaining her position? Perhaps she's going to offer an apology as a consequence of her behaviour, and explain that it was simply well-intentioned, and that she did not mean any harm to the late Queen Elizabeth. Perhaps she'll go on the offensive, explaining why she was entitled to take this action. Perhaps a tabletop thumping issuing of invective as she shores up her own position. Well, the video that we receive is as follows. This one's wife, writes Phoebe Tatum, has shared a rare home video with TV host and neighbour Ellen DeGeneres after the Duchess adopted Ellen's pet chicken, Sinky. Yes, as mentioned previously, the best that she can come up with is talking about a chicken. No denial of what's gone on, no suggestion that she is the one that has conducted herself appropriately. No, it's all about the chicken. The chicken has been bothered. The chicken has been thrust to the fore. The chicken is the one that the focus is upon. The clip was shared by Ellen on her personal Instagram account alongside the caption, "Update, Sinky is fitting right in at her new home." Whilst this one's wife didn't make an appearance in front of the lens, quelle surprise, she did make her presence known right at the end of the video with a sweet hi. Hello helpfully then provides the video. I'm not going to bore you with it. It simply shows the chicken, Sinky, in front of the camera in the chicken coop, pecking at the ground, and then you hear this one's wife with her breathy hi as she talks to the chicken. The chicken's probably thinking, fuck you, I've just been bullied the shit out of over at DeGeneres' place, and now I have to come and live here and be subjected to your authenticity? Go fuck yourself, you knobhead. The chicken has been through enough. It may well be thinking, do you know what? I'd rather end up being breadcrumbed and fried and scoffed. At least somebody would enjoy me, whereas here I'm just going to be subjected to your banal outpourings and wondering why your husband sat in the corner of the chicken coop again when it's my home. Hello continues attempting to nullify the damage caused by the Lilibet revelations by stating that animal lovers, Prince Harry and this one's wife, warmly welcomed Ellen's chicken into their thriving coop. How do you do that? What do you do? Stand to one side and give it a hug and say, welcome to the chicken coop. We put all your favourite food in there. Some of your music's being piped over the Muzak system. And that blanket there, we know that's your favourite colour. On Instagram, Ellen explained that she'd been forced to rehome her beloved chicken, who had only just recovered from a broken fibula bone. Sharing the news with her fans, the 65-year-old wrote, Sinky's leg is fixed, but our chickens were still picking on her, so she had to be rehomed. Luckily, our friends Harry and this one's wife Coop had room for one more. Not sure yet what her royal title will be. The comedian's fans went wild. Wild! Wild in the country. No, wild in the comments section, with one writing, Gotta love Harry and Meghan. I'm sure Archie and Lily will take excellent care of little Sinky. While another penned, So happy she is safe and yes, being treated like royalty. A third remarked,
Sinky is lucky. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet will spoil her.
And a fourth chimed in,
Oh, how beautiful. I'm sure she'll be very happy at Archie's Chicken Inn.
We then are subjected to some blurb about their menagerie of animals and dogs and all that nonsense. Ultimately, it's boring, and I'm not going to detail that any further. But the point is this. This one's wife is facing a deluge of criticism with regard to her resurrected behaviour surrounding the purloining of the name Lilibet. And the best that she can come up with to try and distract from all of that and nullify the threat to control is to utilise Hello to pump out some nonsense about her bothering a chicken. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.